Part 4, Ex-Adventist Boyfriend by Andrew McChesney. Diana's thoughts returned to God after the calming voice stopped her from committing suicide. That Sunday, she took her 3 children to a small church in Santa Fe, New Mexico. They sat in the pew until the church musicians began to play. She didn't like the music she heard coming from the platform. It reminded her of a bad part of her life. She walked out of the church with her children. Diana's life seemed to go from bad to worse. Thieves broke into her apartment and took what little she had. She became pregnant by her abusive boyfriend, and his only response was, "I'll pay for the abortion." One night, after the children were asleep in bed, she sat in the dark in her living room, filled with shame and self-hatred. She cried out in anger to God, "Is this what you saved me for?" The anger turned to sobbing as she remembered her years of struggles. "Jesus," she pleaded, "I need you." Instantly, she felt an intense rush of energy fill her. The room was pitch black, but it seemed to be filled with light. It was as if she were being hugged by God from heaven. An overwhelming sense of joy, peace, and love filled her whole being. Shortly after, she fell into a deep, peaceful sleep. In the morning, the intense feelings were gone, but she sensed something was different. A few months later, she met a strange and peculiar person. Lauren Fish was a 4th-generation Seventh-day Adventist. His father was a pastor and church planter. But during Lauren's first year of college, he had wandered away from God, started drinking, and eventually dropped out. He met Diana at a dance club in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and he asked her for a ride home. Diana found the stranger annoying, but she gave him a ride. After that, Lauren wouldn't leave her alone. He found out where she worked and visited her there. Diana wasn't interested in getting into another relationship. She hadn't left the bad one that she was in. Moreover, Lauren was 4.5 years younger, and he seemed naive and immature. In truth, she didn't want him to know what a mess she was, and didn't want to get hurt again. So she pushed him away. Lauren left Santa Fe and settled down near Chicago. Then one night, Lauren called after Diana's boyfriend turned violent, slashing her car tires and attacking her in the parking lot of the newspaper where they both worked. Diana was happy to hear his voice, and she remembered feeling safe with him. "You can come visit me anytime you want," she told him. Lauren arrived that weekend, and he never left.